wait a minute. Where are you at? Okay, he's on the bottom. There you
Poof! Welcome. It's Friday. It's my day. Welcome to Williamsburg. Look how white my shirt is. I finally start using bleach.
That's good.
I'm your host, Will I Am, and as usual, I introduce my main man, the man behind the plan, the fire behind the forest fire. Main man, Chuck Breakley. Y'all know him as DJ Chuck B. What's up, Chuck?
What's up, Will? Hey, man, like I always tell you, man, I'm always excited to see what's going on here in Williams World. So, again, I always tell you, if you're rocking, I'm definitely rolling. So, let's roll, baby.
Woo! All right, we're going to get this ball rolling. Today's special guest. Oh, man. The show will be over by the time I finish all the accolades and everything that.
Whatever.
But I'm gonna just introduce this young lady, and we're gonna get the ball rolling. So let's everybody feel good talk Williams World. Let's welcome Miss Janae Avery. What's up, Janae?
Hi.
What's going on, Janae? How you doing?
Nice meeting you, Chuck.
Oh, nice meeting you too.
Mhm.
Definitely.
That's it.
What?
She said,
Hey, you too. Hey, Mr. Dickerson, how are you?
I'm fine. Where shall we start? You know, you have so many endeavors and so many things going on. We're going to start. Let's start here because a lot of people know, but a lot of people don't know that you are an author. Let's get into that first. Can you enlighten us on what it's like being an author, what inspired you, and what books do you have? Books.
Okay. Well, since we're talking about that, I would have to give a shout out to Chester's Authors Corner, open mics. That's where everything kind of came together for me to be able to form the platform to even publish the book, you know, being able to network. Widener University, the stipends they gave out to people who were in the programs. There's a lot of programs here in Chester. There really is. You just got to take advantage of it. But that is where it started. I've always written poetry and things like that. I tried to rap one time, I guess, when I was younger. But my writing, you know, I do short stories. You know, I'm not a novelist or anything like that. You know, I do short stories because I love reading short stories. My book came from just writing to ease the pain of my son's situation, my nephew, and all that kind of stuff. Back in 2011, I started again in 2012 writing. So it was like a blessing and a curse because I got to relieve a lot of hurt and stress through my writing. And I met Jane Thompson at Widener University, and she was like, hey, you need to publish this. You need to put it out there. You know, a couple times, some of the stories I shared in Chester High when I was teaching, you know, so with the students, advice was to keep it short story so they would read it. So that's why I stuck to, you know, the format of the short story. And it's called Change, subtitle Angry Hearts. It's available at Walmart, Amazon, online. I have a couple coming in the mail shortly. So that's basically what that was.
So basically you wrote that it's therapy, start off as therapy, and then it turned into a book. So what type of, if you can, what type of topics are you talking about? Is it
religion, parenting?
Okay.
It's really for the youth. The audience, the audience was who I was, you know, shooting for was the youth. But a lot of adults, you know, brought the book as well, read it, and they liked it too. So that was a plus.
That's awesome. Yeah.
That was a plus. And it done very well. Very well. Especially in Canada. Especially.
Canada? Wow. Now where can you get this on Amazon? You can get the book on Amazon or
the book is available on Amazon online, Walmart. It's available on Walmart online as well.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna look that up. Definitely.
Yes.
So do you plan to write more?
Yes. I actually 2 books. So one is Blythe. A short story and change was Blythe. That was about the young girls living in, you know, the urban area, growing up, getting to learn one another respectfully and, you know, disrespectfully as well, because that's what it was about. But I took that story and I continued to write because so many people were so interested in that story. So sometimes you look into your audience to continue your writing, to know where you want to go at with it. And Life was spoke about a lot. And so Life 2 School Days, I'm about 80% done. And now it's like editing and my cover is done, but I'm not sure. So it's a lot of that. And then my son and I, my oldest son and I, we have a book about the trauma and things and, being locked up as a juvenile, a mother going through it. So that's like 60% done. It's a lot of feelings in there. And, that is a book and it's a lot of feelings, but it's also for other people, to learn from, to be inspired. So, maybe by between, the end or the middle of 2022, one of those will be out because I'm definitely working with somebody now as far as editing. That's the only thing.
Yeah, and that's definitely important. But again, shout out to you for being so transparent, because the more that you're talking about something that people can relate to, what I mean, that will get people interested in buying the book. So that was definitely smart of you, but it's also, like I said, is courageous of you to talk about your life story, what I mean, to put that out there, what I mean. So shout out to you for that. Definitely. Yep.
Wow, yeah, and a lot of times that's where the best stories come from, the truth. I mean,
The heart.
right. A lot of people are experiencing what you are, but they're not as transparent, and a lot of them are afraid to reach out for help. That's a lot, to deal with that. To just like you said, having a child, the juvenile the incarceration or put away stuff like that. That's a lot on your mind, And it's good that you harnessed all of that and you using it as a learning tool, and you trying to share, and hopefully somebody else will pick up on it and be ready, be well prepared for the same situation. So that's a beautiful thing too.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Now I know that you have a lot that you do. Well, you have a extensive resume. So what else do you do? Because I know this is therapy. Now, the other things that you do, or your other ventures, are those therapy as well, or is this just something that you wanted to do?
Something that I wanted to do, and to giving back. Taking my profession in 22 years, being in the dental field, teaching, dental assisting. I took a lot of knowledge over 22 years, a lot of hands-on, ear in the place, learning. So I use that now to help people, to heal, to, beautiful smiles, good oral health is so important, especially with the children as well, but for all of us. So a lot of things I've learned in that time, I was kind of trying to figure out during the coronavirus, like, am I going back to work? It was a panic. No one knew what was going on. So I had to get into what I knew, what I could do to, help my family, to pay bills, whatever the situation they had arise from the coronavirus. And I got to fooling around with products that I use for myself that's in my home. And then shout out to Navoy of Exotic Smiles. She's a small business owner in Chester, looking at something she did to apply to my business. So besides my products and the teeth whitening, that was just everything that was coming to me. It was like everything I thought of. And it would be like, I would go on Facebook and someone would show it. And I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. So it was just a sure thing after being able to have the people I needed there to help me get to the next plateau. So it was a sure thing once, when you have a goal written and you moving, it's like, this is what it is. I'm doing it. And that's basically where I am right now. It's a new business, but it's something that, I've already known and been wanting to do. So now I feel like, it's that time to move.
Because I'm gonna tell you, definitely as you get older, you definitely need that whitening done. I got a couple questions for you afterwards. Not now, I'm gonna wait. but I'm gonna see if you can answer these questions for me. And but that's a little later on in the show. So
Okay.
definitely, I got something. Just remind me. Well, you ain't gotta remind me. I'll remember.
Okay.
Do it now. Come on with it. Let's get it.
Let's
Nah,
get
well, I was
I,
no. What I
all right,
was okay.
I got one. I'll knock
Uh-huh.
mine out, and then you can, fire away.
Okay.
All right. Where do you see yourself with this business? Because I'm not just helping promote the business like business stage, but I am a client.
yes.
And honestly, if you know me, at one point in time, you'd have thought I brushed my teeth with a yellow crayon. But after one treatment, it looked like I drank bleach or something. My teeth were white. It was noticeable. A couple people said something. So it really does work. So, I want to know, like, how do you plan to expand? Like, because you're about, the floodgates are about to open. I see you got, while I was there in your care, you was busy on the phone, you getting clients, and I was under your care at another facility, so, and I seen how you get down. So are you planning to expand? Because you're going to have to, what are your plans? I mean, after a while, are you going to, like, okay, I'm at a point, are you going to pass it on, the legacy for the future for your kids and their kids? I mean, what are your goals?
Okay, so for Body Me Healthcare and Services, my future goals for the business is to prosper long term. If I can set up shop in another state, I'm going to. Okay, my daughter, I paid for her to be certified in teeth whitening because I want her to follow, in my footsteps. She's going to be a nurse. She got like another year or so. But I know even with her profession, this business can, prosper as well. But I am looking into it being a family owned business. All myself, my mom, she went into early retirement. I want to pull her out full time. And she's over here helping any way she can. As far as my products, my 15-year-old and my godson, they'll help package my products when I'm making them or whatever. So I'm making this be, a family thing, but I want to leave my job. I want so many clients that I'm looking for a building, which I'm looking for, and I can say to that man I've been working for all these years at Dr. Salt since 1998, off and on, but I want to say to him, thank you. This is what I'm doing now, and continue to move on, because with my business, it'll be different services. That's why I have services, because there's so much legally I could do with my business. And I know I want to at least get to like 10 services before I feel like I want to quit. I want to try and try and try and just keep going. The ones that is, are really making the money for my business and me giving back, because once I make it, I'm going to get, and I've been giving back, but I'm just saying, once I'm to that point, I'm going to know what services I'm going to continue to use and which ones I'm going to just let go.
Right. And
But
that's
this
awesome.
is
Yeah,
term.
yeah, that's good. You always want to have a backup plan. I love that. You got different services that you're going to test them out, see which one works best for you. That's awesome. I also wanted to also commend you too, because again, a lot of people during this pandemic, either they found themselves or they just got lost. So again, shout out to you for finding what you want to do and like using your time constructively versus not being constructive with your time. I just want to ask you this. Now, as far as teeth whitening is concerned, is that a mobile? Do you come to? Do you do it mobily, or do you have a place of business?
I have a few places of business. I do travel, but the traveling, I'm being honest here. It all depends on, if I know you, where you're located. I'm being honest. I am located also in a lab in Upland. Smile Again. Shout out to Keith Barley, Smile Again Dental Lab. He allows me to be there on Wednesdays from 1 to 5.
Okay.
Other than that, I am at my home with people I trust.
Right.
So it's basically, those things. I have been traveling because people I do know, are requesting it, and it is another fee, but no, I will travel. Now, like I said, I'm hoping the clientele continue to grow so I can go ahead and get me a spot and do it there and just,
Now I want to ask one more question. How effective is it? Because I know I see, you know, the before and after pictures of some, and it looked like they just touched the picture up. You understand what I'm saying? Versus actually like having the real picture of the, I guess, the results of the
Yeah.
teeth whitening.
I
Now,
mean, go
talk,
ahead. I'm sorry.
talk to me about like, is how effective is it? Like, okay, let's just say I might go there, depending on how bad, I guess, how much, you know, how bad shape or whatever their teeth are. How do I don't know, what is the effectiveness? Let's just say how many shades, I guess 80%, 20%. Let's go over the percentage.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Would you
All
like
right.
me to
So,
assist? Would you like me to assist with
no.
my experience?
You got some before and after pictures, Will?
I mean, I mean, I don't
Yeah.
want to speak,
Well,
confidentiality.
listen,
Let him tell about his visit.
all right. I went, you know, and unlike most facilities, I didn't have to wait 3 hours falling asleep reading People magazine.
Mhm.
Very professional, comfort. It was comfortable. It was like having a dental office in my own house.
Right.
It was very comfortable. The chair, thought that everything was comfortable. Um, she had a chart. It's a chart, and you could gauge, like, yeah, there's the chart. Over here to the left, to the far left, are the bright whites, and over on the right is where I was hanging out a little bit, just a little bit, not all the way, but a little bit.
Right.
And she said, "Okay, this is where we're going to start. Sit back, relax." She started the process. I was so comfortable, I was snoring. I fell asleep, and it still worked.
Uh-huh.
And she showed me, and I couldn't believe it. But also, if you don't mind me discussing the cosmetic part, is it okay, Janae?
Go ahead.
Okay. I had a crack in my tooth. People thought it was like celery. I mean, the parts, whatever, hair, everything. It was, I didn't, you can't even see it now.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a chipped tooth. You can't see it now. I mean, the cosmetic part was just as effective as the whitening. And like I said, I walked out the house. This lady was coming down the street. "Hey, bud, your teeth are sparkling." So it really works. I mean, it really does. I not brushed nothing. It is very effective. Very effective. I recommend it for anybody. Anybody. If you got cigarette teeth or you look like you brush your teeth with banana toothpaste, try it. You will see the difference. I recommend it 100%.
Okay, let's just say there's a severe case come in and he's at a 10, and you can get the I guess the one is like the whitest you can get.
He's not doing that in a day.
Okay. That's what I'm trying to get.
I'm honest. I won't.
Effectiveness of one treatment.
Okay, so I'm very honest with my clients. Again, it's not just about the money. Besides the cosmetic part of it, the teeth whitening, I'm more concerned about the health, the breath, and all that good stuff.
Right.
Whitening, because you can't.
We're gonna get to that. Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Okay, so if someone is at like, I can't really show you too much from here, but normally during a session, you can jump 2 or 3 shades. So if somebody was at like a 28, it's no way they're gonna be a 10 in one. I mean, a 2 in one session. If someone say that, they're lying. Okay. Now, I also like to let my clients know what natural white teeth look like. So we're usually in this shade here, maybe between a 14 to a 10. That's natural. Your teeth are white. So if you come to me like that and you're not a smoker, tea drinker, and I have a woman right now, she jumped 2 sessions, she got one more, she'll be a 2, and she was at like a 10.
Wow.
2 sessions. So everybody is different. My smokers, I let them know, like, you may have to come again. And then sometimes they're like, "Oh, this is white." And I'm like, if that's good for you, that's good for me. But no, seriously, because some people, the 10, I mean, you have a huge chance on people. Some people don't brush on top of smoking and drinking coffee.
Right.
So it's like, I'm gonna see what I can do, but I always show my shade guide. I always explain where you may be, so it won't be no, and normally I'm right. Most of the time I'm right. So, one session for someone with already white natural teeth, you probably jump 2 shades. You probably will end up with the whitest. But to be honest, what I've learned in the field, your teeth shouldn't be no whiter than your eyeballs unless you have health issues.
Right.
But for cosmetic purposes, you want to go to an event, you're an entrepreneur, you're doing podcasts, get your teeth white. I agree with it, perfect. But to keep wanting to do it and do it and do it, no, it's not even good to do. So I wouldn't have a person come to me more than 3 sessions.
Okay, I was going to ask you.
I would be like, let's wait a minute. Have you been to the dentist? This, that, and the third. And I'm always recommending my clients to go to the dentist every 6 months. If I see something there, I'm like, hey, this is this. It can lead to that. You need to go to a dentist. So,
Yeah, and I stay every 6 months I'm there. So let me see. I did have one. I had a question and it slipped by me that quick. Ain't that crazy? Wow. Go ahead, Will. I'm gonna throw it back at you. It'll come back to me.
Well, another thing that's going to help your business boom is the transparency. Because most people are like, "Hey, one session, your teeth be white as chalk." And when it's not like that, then it hurts both ends. The person is satisfied, and now the business person, you're gonna lose that customer. So to be truthful like that, because when I went in, as said, everyone, the first thing she did was show me the chart and said, "This is where we're working. This is, let's see." She put it near my face. She said, "Wait a minute, let me get a flashlight because this can't be human." So it was my partials. But no, honestly, put it up there. Said, "This is where you are." I'm not gonna say the number, but it wasn't as bad as you would think. I got a treatment and I jumped, and I noticed it though. I really did. I noticed it, and I jumped, and um, everything was. It was a very good experience. Very good.
Thank you.
I recommend it for anybody who if you want that ting, that professional, as you said, you're an entrepreneur, you're doing a podcast or a public speaker, or you do business deals. You're around a lot of people. I recommend you do it, especially if you have a self-esteem issue with yourself. Then you really need to go there. It'll change. It'll change a lot of things. Trust me.
Hey, we have a lot of these whitening products on the market. Can you give me some? What is the best let's start with toothpaste. What is the best toothpaste out there?
Okay. I can't say the best because I am a natural. I like Arm & Hammer, baking soda and peroxide, stuff like that. Peroxide is a whitening agent, which is used in the teeth whitening. So some things can be done at home, but I will say, Crest has good products. Colgate, their products are all good to each his own. I'm for Sensodyne because I used it when I was having issues and it worked exactly the way it said it would work. For sensitivity, their whitening, I never really used it for whitening. I've always done my thing. Like I have products now, so I've always done my thing at home to whiten my teeth, and it worked because I've always been complimented on it, and I'm like, oh, this is what my mom showed me, but I like Sensodyne products, Crest products for kids, and I'm not just saying that because they donate. Right. But no, I'm serious. They have good products as well. Rim brand. But if you wanted to like do a whitening at home, you have a lot of companies with the lead light, and I can't speak on what I didn't try. Rim brand I tried years ago, and my daughter tried it for her prom, and it worked. It was a good whitening, over the counter. the things that are done at home, sometimes I'm skeptical of because some people go overboard, and the lead light will burn your gums. If you don't protect them like you're supposed to when you're applying the agent, and they might have a mouthful of ulcers and feel like, oh my God, yeah, because sometimes you can't use things too much. Occasionally, those at home whiteners should be used, but with any product you use at home, the whitening, you should definitely be protecting your gums, and you can do that with Vaseline. You don't have to go buy an expensive product from the store to do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know a lot of people also have their nerves exceed their gums. Now, would you, a person with that type of condition, would you actually whiten their teeth if they had, because some people have that I was talking to the dentist, they have that where their nerves or their teeth are showing.
Okay, what are you saying, like a root canal or a
Not a
decay?
root canal, like a let's say their nerves of the root of their teeth are showing a little bit.
So that's the periodontal bone disease.
Is that a bone disease? Okay. Yeah, so you wouldn't recommend.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay, I'm just saying for the whitening teeth, because I remember him talking to me about, well, not me per se, but we were in there just talking about teeth in general. You know what I mean?
So depending on where it's located, because see, when you whiten teeth,
Right.
you're only whitening your smile.
Okay.
Facial. This is your facial.
Right.
So you're only going here from one corner of the mouth to the other, and that's why the cheek spreaders are in to hold everything open. So with that being said, if it's anything I see that, as far as the facial, I don't turn some people away because I'm like, go to the dentist first and then come back to me. And but if it's things like a lot of things people had going on in the back of the mouth, the posterior, it didn't affect it. Right. And some people, I even like use the Vaseline and the vitamin E oil all through the mouth just to be, safe and no issues.
Okay.
But I don't recommend, like, if you have periodontal disease and it's sensitive, if you have a lot of sensitivity already, whitening with the lead machines and other products, I wouldn't recommend.
Okay.
And I done turn clients away. Like I said, it's not about the money with me, because if I feel like you're gonna be hurting, I don't want that. And I done it in office and had patients complain that I want it done. I don't care. I'm going to a wedding, and they like, okay, you paying for it, get it done. Sign a consent. That's why every of my clients, they sign consent forms. I give them post-op instructions, how to do what you're supposed to do at home. But I'll tell them, I had a few, like, go to the dentist and come back, and make sure everything is cool in the area. But I wouldn't whiten an exposed facial area, anterior, top of arm.
Okay, cool.
And everything is accurate because you used it on me with the spray and the oil, the fats, everything.
Now to come back to that, I'm sorry. If someone is getting through the periodontal disease, like they had the skeleton root plan and their gums are healed, because sometimes your gums heal and sometimes some of your bone is still exposed. It's ways around that. That's when you could use like a blue barrier or something over it, and that'll work. But if you don't know, and I see it and I know and say, have you been to the dentist? No. Oh, I won't touch it.
Yeah. Now another thing I would like to talk about is the toothbrushes, because a lot of people, when I was younger, I used to use a hard toothbrush, and I was told as I got older that was wrong. I should have been using a soft toothbrush. So now, of course, I use a soft toothbrush versus the hard toothbrush. And also, I'm gonna throw two questions in there. What do you think? Okay, besides the toothbrush, what about the electric toothbrush versus just the stationary manual toothbrush? Talk about that.
Okay, so the manual toothbrush,
for you, put it like that. Go ahead.
Okay, so the manual toothbrush, that's if you good with brushing your teeth,
right,
with a soft bristle toothbrush, and you don't have any issues, and you use that, that's fine. For people and children, I recommend, when I have children patients, I recommend that the mom buy the battery operated toothbrush, because it's moving and they're doing this, but it's actually going in circular motions for them, even though they're all over the place. And then your elderlies or children with autism, you know, that you can't really get the brush. Those are perfect for that. Or if you're just lazy, you like,
Right.
you know, but you know, those are perfect. They're better than the manual, you know, because you're getting, you know, that extra around there and it's circular motion. As long as you knowing to move it around, that's perfect. But I mean, if you're a good brusher and you're brushing 2 or 3 times a day, and that's what you've been doing with a manual toothbrush, and you're not having any issues, you're fine.
Yeah, because I had both, but I fell in love with the electric now.
I'll bet you
I have a whole bunch of them, so I just sit there. I just love how it feels like, you know, massaging your gum. So,
right, exactly.
So I'm addicted to those now. So anyway, and when I go to the dentist, I have so many toothbrushes. So anybody out there that need a toothbrush, give me a holler. I got a whole bunch of them from going to the dentist and not using them.
That's awesome.
I don't need to. I don't like. I mean, the manual's okay if I don't have. You know, if I have to use it, but I just love that feeling when it vibrates in your mouth and all that. You know.
Okay.
So, but again, thanks for that. Thanks for that. That's, you know, I want people to know that you don't have to brush your teeth out of your mouth to get them clean. You don't need all that.
I've seen people like they got a wire brush or something, and you don't have to do that.
Because heavy brushing, when you brushing hard and heavy,
it messes your gums, everything up.
Yeah, that can cause gum disease. You're weakening your gum tissue. So you know that, you know, slow down. But no.
Let me ask you this. I got one for you. Because we talked about it, the sensitivity. Like sometimes, now I remember I was like, I could barely touch with the toothbrush and my gums would bleed. All right, if you using that, and I mean, you can see. Remember, we talked about that. I mean, what would you advise them to go to the dentist, or how would you work with that?
Absolutely. And that's another service I'll be having for dentists. I'll be referring patients to different dental offices in the area, in the tri-state area. I'm working with a couple offices now to make sure I get a lot of calls from families looking for family operated dental offices. They want to go with their kids. So I'm looking into that. But yes, I would refer, you know, say, hey, if you can't brush your teeth, it's bad. It's bad. Like, go to the dentist right away. You know, that's not even a let me see. No. You off Tuesday, it's Monday, go to the dentist the next day. Even if you have to be a walk-in and wait an hour, go to the dentist, because that's a severe sign of periodontal disease. And you know, people don't really understand with the different things that go on in your mouth. You know, that's like the least thing everyone worries about. You know, it's the least for some, you know, for a lot. But all kinds of issues can arise from that. You know, you're not having a proper oral hygiene, a good oral hygiene, or you're not going to get checked like every 6 months like you should. That can lead to strokes and heart attacks and all of that kind of stuff.
Yo, I am glad you said that, because I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people that have rotten teeth, those are health issues that's about to start to arise in the body, and they need to get it checked out. You know what I mean? And I see it a lot. I see people losing their teeth. I see a lot of cavities. I see the bad breath, all of that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, everybody has, you know, of course, you know, every once in a while, everybody, whatever, but it's a difference between bad breath and like something that smells like an infection or something that's in your mouth that's not right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting ready to play this or that with you. All right. Listerine or Scope? There you go.
Listerine.
I thought so. That's what I use because it's medicated. So yeah. All right. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay. And the purple one that's new. They have the purple one that is new. That one is good. And I feel like if you are having issues as far as the yellow Listerine is the best.
Okay. You said the yellow, yeah, because that was just a straight up. It's not no.
You know,
you gotta get that in your mouth. It's hard to hold in your mouth.
Right. And I think the purple one is like no alcohol, and the yellow one does have the alcohol. So, you know, to each his own.
And we have a lot of comments out there. So let me get right to them. We got Izzy Meditates. What's going on, lady? She says good evening, everyone. And we got Izzy. She says, loving it. Sharing your story and experiences can help so many. She's talking about the book. These were earlier comments.
Thank
Chelsea
you.
says, yes, very awesome. I think she was talking about when you said you had different services that you're going to have in your business.
Absolutely.
And we have, listen, Feel Good Talk has family that talks to each other. So you might have a comment where they say, hey, what's up, buddy? Or how you doing? Or
Okay.
so you're going to get that. So she says hello to Crystal Showell. She also said hello to Bravo Young. He's saying hello back to her. Also, Iris Holmes says, you could develop cancer in your mouth. So I guess she's
Absolutely.
asking, can you develop cancer in your mouth?
Yes,
Absolutely.
and that is why when you go to the dentist every 6 months, that is why you have to go to the dentist every 6 months. So they can see if they see any lesions on the tongue or under the tongue, they'll what happens is in the next procedure, if they see something, they'll make a small incision to remove it. They'll send it out to the lab. Most of the time, the lab is Temple. And they'll say, hey, it's I think it's like a biopsy or something they'll do. So they'll send it out for testing. It'll come back and it'll be like, oh, this is a negative or it's a positive. And once with the dentist, if it's a positive, he's going to recommend you to go to your doctor, but he's going to do what he needs to do there too, which is not really much, but they're aware if it is an oral cancer, you know, you're more aware. Like going to the doctors, going to the dentist every 6 months is so important.
Definitely.
So important. Just as going to your for your physical, your yearly physical, so you could keep up with everything that's going on, getting tested for everything. The dentist is no different from the doctor.
That's right. That's right.
And sometimes what the doctor don't see, what I've learned, what the doctor don't see, the dentist see. Because now when you go to the doctor and he say, sometimes they're looking, they know what to look for, but sometimes they don't know to tell them to like pull the cheek apart or move it, you know, and we do. So that is why you might go to the doctor, oh, I'm fine, and turn around, you got a lump out here. I just went. You need to go to the dentist too. It should be neck and neck. Dentist, doctor, every 6 months.
Exactly. And I agree with you 120%. And we got Karen Dixon Brown. She's tuning in. She says, good evening, all. What's going on, Karen? And let's see who else we got on here. We got Izzy Meditates. She says, thank you for tuning in, Karen. Like I told you, they talk to each other on here. And also Izzy says, Ara says, Izzy Meditates. Good evening, beautiful queen. And we have author visionary Elsie Logan. What's going on, lady? She says, peace, family. Janae Avery, thanks for educating us. We need to teach our children about such things while they are young to save them from some of these things later on. Janae, where is your business located?
My business right now, is located at my house, and it is located at the lab in Upland. I'm about to pull up the address because I didn't remember it by heart.
1 Upland Avenue.
Yeah, give me 1 second to give that address. But okay, so the Smile Again Dental Lab is located 601 Upland Ave, Suite 118, Upland, PA. I have a number. Did they want me to share a number?
Yeah, tell you what, you say the number and I'll throw it on up here.
On up there. So they can call 267.
Hold on 1 second. 267.
271. 1947. Actually, say text. They can text that number.
Okay, text that number.
Yeah, they can text 267-271-1947 for an appointment. And then I'm gonna give you one they can call.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready for that.
And call. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Right. Okay, and call. What's that number?
610-364-4065.
364-3065.
Yeah, 610-364-4065.
All right, there you go.
Yep.
267-271-1947.
Yeah, text that number for an appointment and call 610-364-4065. There you go. We got all that. We'll leave that up there for right now. So,
Yeah.
so what are the I guess, how do you qualify? I mean, of course you said, you got to watch out and make sure that, you don't have anything wrong with your mouth at first, but is there any qualification or any um I guess pre-qualifications in order to receive this whitening of the teeth?
Well, basically, I mean, I wouldn't say it was any pre-qualifications. I mean, if you have a healthy mouth,
Mm-hmm.
like you were saying earlier, it's not much I can whiten if like the smile line.
Okay.
Smile line is what gets whitened.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's no issues in that area, I have no reason not to do my job, to whiten the teeth. If I see issues, again, I refer them to the dentist, but it's no pre-qualifications here far as, being seen. You just call, make an appointment.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll
Okay.
be seen.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Alrighty. Now,
Wait,
another topic me and you discuss. There are a lot of children, adults too, out here with no insurance and they need dental work. I remember one time I wasn't working and I had a tooth looked like a wolf fang. It was like growing on out the side, and I went in there and the place said, "You got insurance?" I said no. They gave me a Tylenol. I said, "Have a nice day." But when I came back with insurance, they gave me the full car money. So it's just that insurance is a big deal. Me and you discussed that. Would you like to elaborate for the people what you got planned for as the insurance thing?
okay, far as the insurances, I mean, with or without, because you have some people that has state insurance and working insurance, and sometimes services, they deny. I don't know if people have been paying attention in the news. They've been denying us a lot of things that is due to us. Some things our insurance pay for and cover, and they still don't want to give it to us. And then some things they don't, and you have to pay out of pocket. But I feel like the things that we should be able to have because of insurance, they still saying no. So first, let me kind of talk about without. Okay, so a service I have, I'm offering for the elderly and, parents of children that need dental insurance that don't have it, if you apply, okay, the first step is what they do. You have to apply with the Department of Welfare for insurance. If they deny you, that's where I come in at. I know a lot of narratives to get you approved for not just the insurance, but for different procedures that you need. Because I worked in the insurance department too. So, they're denying a lot of kids the orthodontic treatment, which are braces, and these kids have visual things like overbites and underbites and spacing at a certain age that how are they denied?
Right.
That was something that I was seeing a lot in office and was like, this is no way this can happen. I experimented with 2 patients, I said, go and apply for this because I wanted to see. So they brought me the appeal paperwork and I did their appeal and their kids got approved for orthodontic treatment. So that right there, I'm like, some people don't know how to fill out appeal forms.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, you have people with, I'm sorry, you guys, on the other hand, you have people with insurance that they go and they're denied. It's the same thing. So
Mm-hmm.
it's the same thing right now. With or without insurance, people are being denied. But far as if you receive a denial, and even the elderly for prosthetic, that is dentures, partials, they're being denied. I know the narratives. I'm going to help the elderly get dentures.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I do know that far as the state insurance is concerned, everybody with state insurance is eligible for one denture of a lifetime. So that means if you have state insurance, you can get a denture. but that's the only denture you're going to get from them ever in life. They're never going to pay for you to get another one. They
Mhm.
are in, they do work together, whatever system they have to identify whether he had this insurance last year. And so don't try to go about it that way because they know.
Mhm.
But everyone that has state insurance that needs dentures or whatever, you are eligible for one denture per lifetime. Now, what me and Mr. Dickerson was talking about, me and Will was talking about, I said to him, a lot of our young adults are losing teeth.
Mm.
They are, some of them, are recovering addicts. They're getting themselves together. They
Mhm.
may be missing like 3 teeth now. They're using the insurance. Now,
Mhm.
what I tell them is, if you work, you make $300, that's a partial. That's what you need. If you use this insurance now, 30 years from now, if they still got this insurance and you need a full set of dentures, you're not going to be able to use it.
Right.
So, I'm always there trying to do exactly what I'm doing with my business, just to make people aware, of, this can happen or that can happen, just giving some informative things for, all people.
Mhm.
But that was one thing that, a service, my next service actually, that I will be offering I will be doing appeals for only dental. I'm not, I don't know about the medical and denials. I just know about dental.
Mhm. Okay. Awesome. That's great to know.
Yes.
Um. Wow. That's a lot. That's great. That's
I didn't.
awesome information. Is there any way, let's say for your services, I don't know if you can talk about price or not. Can you drop that or not? Or
I don't,
okay. I didn't know whether or not,
if things go up,
Mhm.
or if my vendor go up, then I have to go up. But
Okay.
right now, I'm not, far as the whitening, that's like the least of my services,
Okay.
because I do oral health presentations, daycares, nursing homes. So it's a lot of services, whereas I'm not trying to, get rich off of people far
Right.
as teeth whitening.
Mhm.
But my prices for I only do 40-minute sessions and I do 60-minute sessions.
Mhm.
My 40-minute session is $80.
Okay.
My 60-minute session is $100. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. That's great. That's great
Yeah,
price.
I was asked to do a pop-up somewhere.
Mhm.
And I said I would, you could do 20 minutes, you could do 30 minutes, but I know what I want to do. And to do a pop-up, how they have events. I haven't been a part of none of that yet. So
Mhm.
um I'm thinking about like doing, if I do, it'll be like a 20 minutes for $20, like something like
Yeah,
that.
that sounds.
Just,
Mhm.
to let people get a feel of what they
Mhm.
may want to do or may not want to do. So I'm looking into that, definitely.
Okay. Awesome. Hey, look,
Well,
we got some more. Oh, go ahead.
discuss.
Go ahead. Well, I'm sorry.
No, it's good. I was telling Miss Avery that you and I were going to plan a pop up shop soon with
Mhm.
all the businesses that all the people we've had on the show with businesses, and I discussed that with Miss Avery as well, and she was down for it. And I want to go back to the insurance thing and the partials to show you how accurate you are, because I have insurance through my job, and it's pretty good insurance, but they told us I got partials. They pay for it, but I gotta have them for 5 years. They
Yeah.
can't. If I lose them or I can't get no more for 5 years. I can, but I had to pay out of pocket.
Pocket, right.
Right. So, and I've had 3 sets because I keep losing them. But you're right. They tell you, okay. See, you laughing, yeah. Because when I went, she takes care of me when I go to the dental place too. She
Mhm.
always get on me. You gotta wear your partials.
You have to.
Gotta wear them.
Yeah.
All right. And I
Mhm.
lose them every time. But yeah, the insurance company, every time I get them, they send me a paper saying that this costs such and such, and if you lose these, you can't get no more. We
Right.
won't pay for them unless you've had them for at least 5 years.
Mhm.
Right.
And
And
this is good to know. This is very
yeah,
good to know, Will. That's awesome because a lot of people, I know some people that just got partials, and this is good information. So, that you can share this, we can pass this along to them because they don't know, this is their first time using them. So,
yeah.
again, thanks for that. Hey, we got another comment out there. We got Karen Dixon Brown. She says, Are you partnered with any dentists who may accept a few emergency referrals from you who will provide free 1 or 2 services
I am
or
working on
have
it.
grant funds which may help for emergency services, etc.?
I am actually working on that now with another dentist
Mhm.
because, as I was saying, I'm starting another service I'll be offering, which I'll be referring patients to, other dental offices. But exactly for what she's saying, it is a dental office, a doctor that we talked a little bit, and we'll probably talk again probably in 2 weeks when I see him. But it is a clinic here that they are trying to get more funding for, to offer like one extraction for free, uh 2 fillings depending on. So I am working with a couple doctors that want to give back, but they're trying to figure out how without them losing business as well. So that is something that is like a future thing right now that I'm working on for the community here.
Okay.
Definitely.
A author visionary Elsie Logan says, she said everything is some type of insurance for an actual service outside of your consultations or sessions. What you say? So everything is some type of insurance for an actual service outside of your consultations or sessions. Janae, I'd like to plan something with you through PWN as well, which is the Phenomenal Women's Network as
Yes,
well.
I'm very familiar with that. She's another mentor of mine, Elsie, with writing my book and showing me, giving me some insights. I at this time do not accept insurance for cosmetics. Some insurances does not pay. I try to make people aware of some insurances that do not pay for cosmetic procedures, teeth whitening, veneers, things like that. Some do, some don't. I always tell people to call the insurance company to find out, and if so, it's ways that I can go about being at a dental office to do what I need to do for you, if that's the case. But from my research, because I'm still into a lot of research as well, a lot of insurance aren't paying for teeth whitening. They just don't. It's a cosmetic thing.
Okay. And she also says, Elsie also says, what exactly goes on within the $80 to $100 session?
Okay, so with my sessions with all my clients, unless they don't, want to, I use I like to clean their teeth prior to whitening them. I suggest you brush your teeth before you come for the whitening, but
Go ahead.
for any reason that you don't and you're just coming to me, I'm going to brush the crap out of those teeth. Okay. I'm telling you, and I don't even, nothing's battery operated. I have a toothbrush, just a manual toothbrush, but I know my stuff. I use a good toothpaste, and I just go on in and do my thing. I brush your teeth, then I'll floss you if you need it. Once I'm done with that, you rinse out, give you a few minutes, and we go into the teeth whitening.
Okay.
If anything else, far as like a temporary thing, I'll refer them to a dentist, like, for what I can do or what I can do, I'll do. But, what needs to be done in an office needs to be done in the office.
There you go. Yeah, and I would suggest anybody that comes in, please brush your teeth before you go in. And
But sometimes, I like to brush the teeth. Because
okay.
some people don't, get in them crevices like they
Yeah,
should. Let me do from the beginning to the end. And, so they don't have to. It's included. And I tell people that too. Like, you get a thorough toothbrush with this great toothpaste. So,
Well, you don't want to eat a whole meal and then come in there, hey, get me going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
That's my thing. I like
right.
That
Hey,
was
Karen,
one of the first things you asked when I got there and sat in the
Thank
chair. You said, "Did you brush your teeth?" You had on goggles, some bleach, some Lysol spray, a chisel. I said, "Wait, I check, I brush." She looked and said, "All right, good job. All right, let's rock out." That's true. That's one of the first things.
Yeah. And Karen Dixon Brown says, that's great. Thank you for your service, praying and overflow within your business as you help so many in need. And author visionary Elsie Logan says, thanks. This is a good to know, Janae Avery. Hey, always proud of you too.
Same
And
here, Lady, thank you.
And I guess she's laughing at me. I must have said something that was funny. I guess brushing the teeth. Oh yeah, hey, it is what it is. You gotta tell them, like, sometimes, you just gotta, if you ate a hoagie or something, you gotta brush them teeth before you come in there. And then you can still brush them, Janae. You know what I mean? But
I understand what you're saying too.
Coming in with a whole mouthful of food.
Because I have some clients that say, "Yeah, brush, but go ahead, you can do it." And I'm like, "Thank you." I do it anyway.
Hey, listen, we're gonna take a commercial break, and then we're gonna come right back. And like 30 seconds. This is our sponsor, the A Game. So we're gonna take a look at this commercial, and we'll come right back with Miss Janae Avery. Here we go. And that is the A Game. Great for libido, strength, energy. And okay, she must disappear for a second. Hey, I got a few free samples left. Give me a call at 302-723-2836. Again, 302-723-2836 to get you a free sample of the A Game. All right, and we got let's see, one more author visionary. Elsie Logan says, gotta go, but great show. Hey, thanks, Elsie. We're gonna talk about. And before everybody, well, I'll make some. I got some announcements to make too after we get into the before we get out of here. But back to you, Will.
Well, we almost at that time, so
Yeah.
This will be perfect time to go ahead and make your announcements.
All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna tell you how to reach us. You can reach us at LinkedIn at Feel Good Talk. You can reach us at Facebook at Feel Good Talk, YouTube at FGT Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. Also at Instagram at Phil.GoodTalk, and you can email us at feelgoodtalk113@gmail.com. So definitely check us out if you have anything, any comments, concerns. Definitely hit us up. Let us know how you feeling. Let us know what you're liking, what you're disliking, the whole 9 yards. Also, we have shows here. At our Feel Good Talk, we have the live shows, just Feel Good Talk Love 101 on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. That's what my man Naeem Najib, he talks about the universal principles of love. We got Let's Talk About It on Thursdays with Izzy Meditates and Kendra Moore. Check them out. Always great topics, always great guests. And of course, we got Williams World on Fridays at 6 p.m. Here we are right now. And we always have great guests on Williams World, so definitely check us out. You won't be disappointed. Jamila J's Girl Talk, that's Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. She's coming all the way from California, so definitely check her out. Also, we have Give Me Some Sugar, Baking with Steven on Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. He's coming all the way from Arizona, but right now he's on break until September, so he will be back in September. Here's some of the pre-recorded shows we have. Mindfulness Mondays with Izzy Meditates, Monday at 9. We have Words from the Heart with Shayna Gordine, Tuesdays at 9 a.m. More Life with Essential Oils on Wednesdays at 9 a.m. And Cassandra's Corners for the kids, Saturdays at 10 a.m. right here on Feel Good Talk, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. So we have a family programming here, so everybody can watch it, including your grandmom, your grandpa, whoever. It doesn't matter. It's all clean, fun, and a good time. So also, I just want to make this announcement too. We got the Let's Go Network Mixer. This is the Phenomenals Women's Network will be there. This is at 6100 Brandywine Parkway at the Red Robin. So it's hosted by the Phenomenals Women Network, Love 101, and also Feel Good Talk. So we'll be there live from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So please stop through. We're going to talk about just come through. It's all about toxic relationships. So we're going to talk about the universal principles of love with all of that. So check us out, 6100 Brandywine Parkway, Wilmington, Delaware, 19803. That's right there, 202 in Namens Road. Can't miss it. So come check us out Sunday evening, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So live show. So check us out. Come through.
All right.
Wow. Well, Miss Avery, we are close to our allotted time. Is there anything you'd like to add before we shut the shop down?
I just want to thank you both for giving me the opportunity to get, my business and the book. This is the book
Mm-hmm.
out there, as well as supporting me. Have you done for years and things like that? I appreciate it. Um, if anyone you know of is, like I said, I'm in the beginning of the business, so a lot of things I'm taking my time. I'm making sure things are done right and by the book because I
Mm-hmm.
want my business to prosper.
Mm-hmm.
So, if anybody you need to refer to me, refer to me. Send them over to me. Let me know what's going on with them and
Mm-hmm.
White and Teeth. I have products as well, and they are selling. The
Okay.
products are selling as well. So,
Well, I'm coming over. I'm a hook up with you. So I got the
okay.
numbers. So I want to check it out. I want to see what you're working with. So I'm gonna come over there and let you whiten these things up. See what happens.
Okay.
It works. It does work.
I believe it. I believe it. Yeah. Mhm.
It
I
does
believe
work.
it. Yep.
Trust me.
Definitely.
Because I was like, my jaw was broke. Like, I'm walking around starting conversations with people I didn't know. Hi. Great weather.
That's how my sister was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I
Laughing
was
at
like,
everything.
yeah, he's like,
Yes,
I say
she
hi.
was. She was like, I don't want to eat. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that.
But all
Cool.
well worth it. It was all well
Mhm.
worth it. All well worth it. Everybody who's watching or listening, I recommend you give it a try. It's all well worth it. Especially if that's your thing. You you
Right.
you 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 hold yourself to a high standard. Then this is the place to go. You know,
Thank you.
it she'll accommodate you in all shape, form, fashion, and you won't be disappointed.
Mhm.
Nah.
Disappointed, come see me at Feel Good Talk. We'll talk about it. But you're not
Definitely.
disappointed.
Yeah,
So
but again, it's all about health too, man. Like your teeth. I'm telling
Definitely.
if you got bad teeth, you better start taking care of yourself because something's wrong. So,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
if
It
your teeth are
definitely is.
falling out, something ain't right. But go ahead. I'm
Right.
sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Will.
all right, well, to the lovely and talented Miss Avery and my partner in crime, Michael Straight. I mean, Child Straighty. I thought I was on Good Morning America. I'm sorry. And for myself, God bless you. Good night. See
All
y'all
right.
next time.
Bye.
Yes, sir. Peace. Have a
Peace.
great day. See y'all. Have a great day. Be safe out there. Peace.